Chosen ones, empaths, we're all from different places in the world. We're all from different religions. Some of us might not believe in God necessarily, but I don't want to get into a debate about always right and we have to follow a particular religion for the glory of God. The way that I believe religion was set up, right? Or what the idea of religion is we're meant to recognize the similarities with each other. We're all tribes of people across the earth, right? But with the empath tribe, we're scattered amongst the masses. The chosen people, we're scattered amongst, whether you're Christian, you're Muslim, you're Jewish, you're Hindu, you're Sikh, you're Rastafarian, whatever you want to say, right? We're scattered in between them. So the reason why I talk about being an empath and a chosen one is because we need to break down all of the walls that divide us up, you know? There's a thin line in the sand that divides us up, and we could get into all of these debates about why our way's right and your way's wrong, but this video is not about that. So I just want you to realize, and even if you don't believe, okay, that's fair enough, but you can still listen to the video and then in your own ways of worship or whatever your higher power is that you believe in, whether it's higher self or the universe or angels or whatever you believe in. I'm not trying to insult anyone's beliefs. So if in the video I veer off a bit and it sounds like I'm talking about my own beliefs, just take what you can from it and disregard the rest, right? But I just wanted to put this out there because it helped me on my journey, right? You know, I didn't used to believe in God, say, when I was a youngster. I didn't believe in God. And it was actually around the time when I met the narcissist that God come into my life. And I'm not a preacher or anything. I'm not trying to preach. I'm just saying. But what I will say is the narcissist, what they actually do is they don't like you worshipping something greater than yourself. They don't like you being connected to God. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But they don't like it. It makes them sick to their stomach. You'll see these narcissists in the churches, in the mosques, in the temples, in the synagogues, you know, in the gurdwaras. You'll see them in all of these temples, right? Or religious places, right? These narcissists, and they'll pretend that they are religious and they're highly devout and they're this and that. They're not really beneath. That's why even in the Christian term, they say, look, beware of the wolves in sheep's clothing, right? But what I want you to know is with us in our own life and our healing journey, you know, starting to put God first, you've got to realize that the reason this separation took place between us and the narcissist, whether you were discarded, whether they pushed you too far and you had to discard them, it was out of our hands. It was God saying no more, and I'm separating you two. Because we was actually putting this person in the position of God every day, you know. And I'm not even just talking about in relationship terms. As a youngster, I've mentioned in other videos how I was manipulated as a youngster through an older man who got me involved in dealing drugs and things like that as a very young age, when I was about 12. And he was like, must have been about 40, man. I don't know how old he was, yeah. And what I'm trying to say is he also used to bully and things like that. I was never abused or anything like that, but manipulated and groomed, I would say, that made me. But I was living my life orientating to the way that he wanted me to live my life. And even with the narcissist, when I was in a relationship, the same thing as well. I orientated my life to appease them, right? You know, every day I was living my life to appease them. So I was putting them first before God. And this is why I'm not saying God's jealous or God's unhappy with us or God's striking us down. I'm saying that God protected us and he wants us to get closer to him, because if we take one step towards God, God comes to us like 10 times or 100 times closer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we just take one step towards God, God will run to us, you know? I'm not saying God's got legs and he runs. I'm just trying to understand what I'm trying to say. Like, the closer we come to God, the closer he comes to us. So I think that a big crucial part of the healing, whether you even want to meditate, that's why in the title of the video I said, after narcissistic abuse, take time to meditate and pray. Regardless if you're meditating and you're practicing spiritual practices and you don't believe in God, that's fair enough as well. I'm just saying that we need to do something that's higher than ourselves. It's so important for us to do something that is higher than ourselves. And I mean worship something and take time to connect with God or the universe. Take time out to really build this bond, right? It's very crucial. It's very, very crucial. But if we get closer to God and build this connection with God and put God number one in your life, or the universe number one in your life, you put this number one in your life, right? It destroys, when we put the narcissist in place of God, it destroys it. So if we understand the trust and the will of God, or the will of the decree of the universe, the decree of God, however you want to look at it, for the people that don't believe in God, however you want to look at it, right? There's a natural order that takes place within the world, the nature, the will, the seasons, everything happens by divine timing, right? And if we practice every day, okay, to take time out. So we wake up in the morning and we say a few words of prayer, or offer a ritual prayer, an actual prayer that we, you know, do the ritualistic actual performing a prayer, or we sit and meditate, or we just talk to God. You know, we wake up in the morning, maybe after we've splashed some water on our face and brushed our teeth and whatever, when we first woke up, and we just say, yeah, let me talk to God. Let me get closer to God. And you can just say, God, like, give me a good day today. Help me heal. Thank you. Be grateful as well to God. Thank you. If we just change the dynamics, instead of us being like, oh, we missed the narcissist. Oh no, the narcissist, da, 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 da. We say, no, God, I'm grateful that you took that person out of my life. I can see the beauty in it. Help me see it more. Help me see how you moving that narcissist out of my life was the best thing possible for me. Let me see my life transform and shape into something beautiful now that the narcissist is out of my life. And so we could do that in the morning, say. And then if you go off to work, or you go off to do your daily things, whatever you're doing, you know, just a time during the day, think of God again. Or just say to yourself, praise to God, praise to God, praise to God. Just 3 times you could say it just during the day. Or when you're walking your steps on the way to the bus stop, or you're driving down the road, instead of putting the music on, you could just say in your head, praise to God, praise to God, praise to God, praise to God. And you could just, or glory to God, glory to God, glory to God. Whatever you want to say, you could be saying this while you're driving your car down the road. Just do it for a few minutes, man. You don't have to do it for your whole journey. A little is a lot, you know. In God's thing, you know, a little bit of time that we you know, like God, how proud of us he'll be when we just take a little bit of time out of our day to think about God, to think about something more great. Or, as I said, sit and meditate in the morning. If you don't believe in God, wake up in the morning and sit and meditate. Practice your breathing, sit and meditate. Think, you know what? The world's so much more powerful than whatever this narcissist done to me. Sit there and meditate. And the same rules apply, you know. Just break from the spell that the narcissist leaves us under in making us feel like we need them or we're dependent upon them. The problem we face is that the narcissist used to take up the whole space in our heart, mind and soul where God was meant to be, or where our spiritual practices were meant to be, or whether our belief in the universe or something greater than us or our higher self was meant to be. The narcissist took this space from us. It took this space from us, and it filled up this space, this void. It filled it up, right? And it become that we appease the narcissist. We walk on eggshells for the narcissist. This is like us performing prayer for them. We kind of worshipped them. Fundamentally, we worshipped them. It's quite sick how they made us this way. They made us very dependent. They're jealous of God. So even in the times that we did pray or we did stuff with the narcissist, we were distracted. We didn't have our head screwed on. But now that the narcissist is out of our lives, there's a void that can be filled. There is a void after the narcissist is gone. And we're no longer going to put the narcissist in that place. So what will happen is we'll start getting bombarded with memories of the narcissist, or wishing for them back, or all of this stuff. We need to draw a line and say no more. This is my energy. This is my spiritual circle. This is my vicinity. Okay. No longer am I going to be plagued with thoughts of the narcissist. No longer am I going to be plagued with this stuff. And in the position of this thing, I'm going to put God. And I'm going to realize that God blessed me, or the universe blessed me, and took this narcissist out of my life. I tried everything I could possibly do to try and reconciliate with the narcissist. I tried to reach out to them. I tried to stop them from abusing me. I tried my hardest. I tried to make us work. I tried everything possible. And we left it down to God. Even if you didn't realize it, we left it down to God. God was always there even when we forgot him. God is always there even when we forget him. He's always present. He always knows. The universe is always conscious. However you want to look at it. The universe, God knows. There's something higher than us out here in this world. It's not just a coincidence that this whole world was formed and everything within it and its entirety within it. In my opinion, I don't believe that it just happened by coincidence. And even if you believe it started from evolution, because we do evolve to some degree spiritually and stuff, then that little amoeba that started at the beginning of time, when they say that amoeba was born at the Big Bang, then that's like the most powerful thing on earth, right? Because it started the whole course of existence, if you believe that. I've gone off topic there, but just hear me out, right? We need to put the narcissist out of our minds. We need to put God in place of the narcissist. And as I said, even in times we forgot about God being there, God was always present. God was always protecting us. So the separation took place. It was God's plan. It's the universe's plan. And now we're going to become better individuals. So that's why I say adopting a spiritual practice, your prayer, your meditation, adopting this into your life, going forward from this video will help you tremendously. It makes you understand that it was out of your hands, and it's don't blame God, but like, we can't put these people on a pedestal anymore, these narcissists. We can't put them on a pedestal. They can't reign above us. This was God's plan. This was the universe's plan for us to be free, for us to find something better, for us to no longer be abused. Okay? This will help break the trauma bond. This will help break the codependency. So we lean on God. God don't mind us leaning on him. You know, we lean on God and we get closer to God. The more we get closer to God, and everything I'm telling you, I'm telling myself too, even as I'm saying this out of my mouth now on this video. You know, we can all do more. We can all get closer. We can all do more. So anyway, just remember that the narcissist didn't want you to get close to God. The narcissist didn't want you to get involved in your spiritual practices. The narcissist really didn't want that for you. You know, the narcissist wanted you finished. Okay? They wanted you finished, and you're going to get your strength back by getting closer to God. You're going to become more resilient, more powerful. You know, all of this negativity that they left you with will be stripped down. And just trust in God's plan. It was God's plan for the separation. Don't hate God for it. Love God for it. Be thankful to God. You know what? I'm so glad you separated me from them, because I was never gonna be able to do it. I was never gonna be able to break free from them. That's what you gotta say to yourself. Okay? So anyway, I'll leave the video there. Please press the like and the subscribe button. And if you want a one-to-one session, you can find the details in the description box. Anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.